From Step Brothers to The Hangover to 21 Jump Street, Ron Riggle has been a scene stealer in comedy blockbusters throughout his career. Now he's taking you along on his unconventional journey from Marine Corps to the world of comedy in his new book, Grit, Spit, and Never Quit. Please welcome Rob Riggle. Welcome, first of all, welcome to the show.
Yeah. Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Rob, I love you. You give us so many laughs. I'm a fan of pretty much every movie you've ever made.
Yeah.
I do believe you're a complete scene stealer, but you're also a Midwesterner from Kansas. I love so many things about you. But I also love your book cover. And the title, Grit, Spit, and Never Quit. Tell us why you chose that.
We had a group of names that we were flirting with, and I thought that seemed cool. I don't know. It seemed like it captured the kind of the whole theme, the gist of the book. So I thought that was best wrapped it up. And the picture, honestly, I went for the photo shoot, and the guy had a box of props, and he goes, "You want anything in there?" And I was like, well, I started playing with the eagle. And next thing I know, I paint my eye up, and we had then I had an ice cream cone, and it would turn into a madhouse, and that's what ended up on the
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Well, yesterday we celebrated Veterans Day, so we thank you for your 23 years of decorated service in the Marine Corps. And I want to get all this in, so including deployments to Liberia, Albania, Kosovo, search and rescue brigades at Ground Zero after 9/11, and volunteering for 2 tours in Afghanistan. So what led you to want to enlist in the Marine Corps?
I must have been insane. No, I have a deep sense of patriotism, and I think very highly of this country. I love this country. I know we're not perfect. I defy anybody to find me a country that is. You won't. But I think what we're doing here is right. We just got to keep improving. So I really believe in this country, one. And then two, like the ad said, I thought it was a great place to start, you know? I had a flight contract with the Marine Corps, so I was going to be a pilot. And when you're a theater and film major in college, you're going to be a waiter. Or I could have been Top Gun. So I was like, Top Gun, waiting, Top Gun, waiting. So that's kind of what I did.
And that was, so like you just said, you were on track to be a military pilot. And then you did this complete 180 and ended up in comedy. And you have said that you were more afraid of comedy than you were of combat. So explain to us.
Well, yes. Short answer is yes. I had done many adventurous things in the Marine Corps. You know, even flying planes, doing barrel rolls and split S's and all kinds of spins and stalls.
That's very tough.
A lot of stuff like that. But it wasn't until the first time I stepped on stage at the Comic Strip Live on the Upper East Side to do my first 5 minutes that I really had been vulnerable and completely terrified. It was a different kind of terror. That kind of terror is a very emotional terror. You know what I'm talking about. It's that first time, you know, you get better as you go, but that first time.
That happens with a lot of things.
It was like a car accident. The pulse in my ear was so intense, I didn't even hear the audience. And I burned through for my 5 minutes. I was like, I'm getting it done. I'm getting it over with. I'm going to get out of here. So I didn't listen to the audience. I don't even know if they laughed. I made my way out. I was literally fleeing, like I was running from a crime. And I was running out. The bouncer goes, hold on. And he handed me my VHS. And it was my 5 minutes. And I was like, oh, whatever. And I got home and I watched it, and it wasn't as bad as I thought.
Wow.
But it wasn't great. It wasn't great.
It gave you something to work with.
But then I eventually found the Upright Citizens Brigade here.
I love Upright.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah, and I was one of their first students. So Amy Poehler was one of my teachers.
Oh, my gosh.
Matt Besser, Ian Roberts. And so I actually got to learn from some of the best, I think.
Well, like you mentioned, you were a Marine by day, actually, and a comedian by night, and you trained at the UCB Improv Theater in New York alongside someone like Amy Poehler. But you talk about having an inner drill sergeant pushing you to keep going. So what did he sound like?
Oh, just what you would think. Very, very barky, not very polite, very rude.
To yourself?
Yeah, well, I think, if you're lucky enough to have someone in your life, like an external coach or drill sergeant, as I like to call them, they're pushing you, to get up and do things you don't want to do. I don't want to work out. I don't want to do this. I don't want to pick up the phone and call that person I know I need to call. For whatever reason. I don't have the answers. I don't want to apologize. I don't want to, whatever it is. And sometimes you have to have that inner voice to do it, because you don't have an external voice to do it. And so I remember, and I'll try to give you the readers, I was getting ready I knew I was going to get an audition at Saturday Night Live. It had been a dream of mine forever. I had just got done teaching an improv class. I'd been in the Marines all day. I'd got up at 5 a.m. that morning to work out with the Marines. And it was 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. I just finished teaching an improv class. I wanted to go home. I was hungry. I was going to, stop at Blue Moon Cafe and get burritos. I just had the whole plan. And I said, did you come here to get on Saturday Night Live or not? And I'm on the 31st and 7th screaming at myself, going, go down to the UCB and sign up, do your 5 minutes. I don't have a character. I don't care if you don't have a character.
You fit right in New York City.
And I'm telling you, people were walking by me. They weren't even that phased. Really.
No, not here.
Yeah. So now, when you see people screaming at themselves on the street, they're just probably a struggling comedian, really.
And so, as you mentioned, your first real job that you booked was Saturday Night Live, being a cast member on there, but it lasted a year.
Yeah.
So we've all had dreams go sideways.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Tell us what you remember
was...
about getting the call to be on Saturday Night Live, and then what happened.
Well, I'll give you a quick version too. When I was in the Marine Corps, I decided to quit flying so I could go pursue this dream to be on Saturday Night Live. Now, I had never worked in comedy. I didn't know anybody in show business. I knew nothing. But I sat down on a beach in Corpus Christi and I wrote on this book, if I quit flight school, it's got to count. It's got to matter. So what am I going to do? And I wrote at the top of that book, I'm going to get on Saturday Night Live. That was September of '94. September of 2004, almost to the day, I got a call from Lorne Michaels.
Wow.
So that was 10 years in the making to get there. And then a year into it, I'm gone. So what happened? And there's all kinds of reasons for that. But I'm always grateful that I got that opportunity.
When Lorne Michaels calls you, it must be like the president of the United States, most presidents, calling you to be on the cabinet or be vice president.
That's exactly
Rob, you
what it
went
was like.
on to bigger things, too. That was like a launching pad, although it felt like a destination for you. You had hilarious stints on The Daily Show, The Hangover. My favorite, Step Brothers. And as we saw in the earlier clip, I can't imagine how many times a day fans come up to you and go, pow!
Yeah, I get a lot. And usually at the wrong time.
But you ad-libbed that line.
Yes, yeah. Well, I think Will Ferrell and Adam McKay are just wonderful improvisers, and they love that school. And so they're like, this is why I love Will. Will's willing to slide into the straight man role. Because he serves the comedy, he serves the bit, and if it means that I'm this obnoxious guy, he'll just go, "Why is he doing that?" He's kind of the advocate for the audience in that moment, and he let that happen, and that's why he's so gracious. So yeah, definitely appreciate that.
Well, you're going to have to come back. We got lots more questions. So our thanks to Rob Riggle. His new book, Grit, Spit, and Never Quit, is available right now. You can scan the QR code on your screen to get yourself a copy. And he also reads the audio version. That's my favorite. And that's not all. You know what, y'all?